All right, this is for the centers. First play we do is flubby power right. So responsible for backside. This against our defense. This is the tempo period. So you roll this gap on to backer. So we should be caging to the backside backer. Okay, you look too high to begin with. I'd like to see you protect your chest and get underneath more and run your feet. Okay, that's better there. Okay. But initially, I like to see us lower and running our feet better. I know you're trying to throw that guy over into your gap. Tommy gives you a decent bump, but there, I like that you're running your feet after. That's good. Okay, here we run counter to the right. Your rule, once again, is gap on. So gap on to backer, responsible for your backside gap. So we should have a cage here. Okay, he slants towards the double team. This is worst case scenario. This is the toughest thing to deal with. So your first step should be with that foot. Second step should now start to get yourself over there because you feel the slant. And now we're going to start working and try to get this guy over into your gap. As I can tell that you're trying to do, just maybe that second step. I know I can't see your feet, trying to get more hip to hip with Tommy so we don't give up so much penetration into the backfield. Next play, H trap. Okay, same thing. Your rule is gap on to backer. We're running it to the right, so you're responsible for your backside gap. So we should be caging here to the backside backer. Okay, they do the same thing here. Okay, keep trying to get him over into your gap. Okay, I talked to Tommy. He needs to be lower and he can reduce his splits so we don't give up so much penetration into the backfield. That can help as well. So he's not doing a great job helping you out either. Next play is kick. We run it to the left, so we're responsible for our backside gap. Our rule is gap on double. Uh, so you got a guy on you, so we should be caging to the backside backer. Okay, your steps look good here. Ife is giving you some decent help, and you're trying to keep him away from the play, so that's a decent job there. Okay, now we're running truck. Our rule is our play side gap. Okay, gap on. So we should be reaching the zero nose. Okay, you get that done. That's excellent. Okay, here we're running boot naked right. So we should be running kick to the right. So our rule is gap on double. Okay, we got a guy head up nose. So we should be doubling with the guard, but this guy walks up, so we should make a down call. So there, you're anticipating that that guy's going to slant into that gap. Okay, which he does. You keep your leverage, keep your leverage. That's a good job. Okay, 50s, we should have a double off call. You have a zero nose, so you just got that zero wherever he goes. Okay, you just take the zero. Make sure you have tight hands. Okay, that's a decent job. Is it going to load? Sorry, a little Wi-Fi difficulty here. Let me pause it real quick. Okay, I think I got it to work now. Right here, we're running power left. So our rule is gap on to backer. We got a backside two, so there should be a cat call. I know we're in this tubby formation, so really you should just be blocking down here. I don't know if the Y knows to do that. So we should, when you're down blocking at two, we should really be flat and more square, just in case if this guy tries to loop across your face, you can get vertical and block him. Um, Good job blocking him out there, keeping him away from the play. Okay, we're running truck left, your rule is gap on, so we should be sprinting here to get to this backer. Okay, take this path right away so we don't bonk into the backside guard. Get on your horse there. Okay, run toss left, same thing, go in this direction. Okay, nope, So gap on, you should, if there's no one in your gap, no one on, you should be running this direction to go cut off the second level. We don't need to mess around with this guy at all because that's Xavier's guy. So we need you getting up to the linebacker. Here we run truck, same thing. Okay. Try to go cut off the second level. Okay, same thing. Go cut off the second level. Right there. Going running truck right here. There you go. That's what you should do. Okay, we're running counter. I believe we're running counter right here. So your roll is gap on to backer. You should be blocking back on this two. Good job. Fake right, pass right. So we're running counter to the right on fake right, pass right. So we should be blocking back on the two. There we go. Nice job. H trap. I think we run it to the left here. Your roll is gap on to backer. Okay, you should be downing here, especially if this backer's lined up here, anticipating this guy might slant to your gap here. Okay, try to really wash him down. Get your head in front of him so we don't give up penetration into the backfield. Try to get your head on the play side number. Okay, run it again. Try to get your head to the play side number. Step flat to get in front of him. It's a decent job. Okay, we're running dart to the right. So your rule is backside on play side. If there's no one there, then you should be doubling back with the guard to the backside backer. Okay, good. If that guy slants away, if his hip disappears, then you can work up to the linebacker right away. You need to be working up here, Charlie. Okay, that hip disappears. I can't see it because Ife's in the way. Immediately, I start climbing to the linebacker. Okay, that should be you right there. This guy who makes the tackle. Okay, or who would be there to make the tackle. Okay, now we're running dart left, so same thing. Okay, your rule is backside on play side. If there's no one there, then you're doubling back. Okay, good. That hip disappears. Now work up to the second level. We got to be working up here to the second level. Okay, you guys are working to that linebacker. Okay, double to FBI. So work up to the linebacker right there. Okay, we're running again. Dart to the left. Same thing. We should be doubling to the backside backer. Okay. See how Tommy comes off because the linebacker shows up in his gap? That's what you need to do when that hip disappears. You need to work up to the second level when the hip disappears on that T technique so you can climb. Okay. Tommy's comboing here. This is a decent job from both of you. You close down that double team. Um, and then Tommy's able to get off on the linebacker. That's how that should look on the backside. Okay, I mislabeled this. It's supposed to be kick. Okay, this is supposed to be kick to the left, not power. So we are just like that dart play. We should be doubling to the FBI because your rule is gap on double to FBI. So there, and then you need to be trying to work up to the FBI there. I know you probably would have gotten picked there, and so it would have been really hard for you to get there, but I don't even think you're looking to get there. We run trap to the left, so your rule is gap on to backer. Okay, there's a backside too, so you're going to block down on him. Okay, try to hang in there a little bit more, run your feet. Okay, I know you get a big mess pushing this direction, so we stumble a little bit, but try to keep your base underneath you. Okay, look at your feet. You don't have a good base. Okay, so we're falling over. On 50s, if you don't have a guy on you, make a Larry call. You two should be doubling to that backer. Okay, unless, my fault, unless they bring down a linebacker, okay, then we make a Ricky call to that side. Good. So you went right. Excellent. Okay, we run toss. should be toss right. So our rule is gap on, cut off. So you need to be working to, oh, sorry, we ran toss left. My bad. I don't know if we motioned that incorrectly or what. But we run toss left, so our rule should be gap on. If there's no one there, then we're cut off. So Carter, you got to be working up to the second level here. Okay, we're running counter to the right. So your rule is gap on FBI. There's a backside too, so this should be a cat call. And you're doubting that guy. Now, Carter, you can't let him beat you over the top. You got to keep your leverage right here and get between him and where the play is going. You cannot let him flow back over the top. Okay, 50s. There's no linebackers showing, so we should make a layer call. You should be working that way, Carter. Okay. Things we got to get better at. Still making mistakes.